There have been some major changes to Captain America 4 Brave New World. Now, we knew that they were going to do reshoots for the movie and that the script was basically being rewritten, but we didn't know that it would change this much. And for those fans who are really excited, like myself, for X-Men 97, we finally have some inside information about when to expect that first trailer and the actual release date. So far, Marvel, with their upcoming projects, haven't really given us a release date for much. The best that we have for a lot of these projects is simply the year 2024, like Agatha Coven of Chaos or Darkhold Diaries, whatever they decide to name the finalized version of the Agatha series, Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is now called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and X-Men 97, which we've been told will come out in 2024, most likely on the earlier side of 2024, and that looks to be the case. So a lot to break down today, including how Captain America 4's changes could really affect the rest of the MCU. So if you love Marvel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. We're also giving away a PS5 and Xbox Series X and more items. All you got to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment down below. We pick one winner at the end of each month and the winner picks one item. So originally, as you might have heard, with Captain America 4, we've done several reports about it on the channel. Insiders were talking about it and stating that it was going to be sort of a mini Avengers film and was going to set up a lot of things that were going to happen in the future of the MCU, like World War Hulk and the new Avengers film. And it was the movie that was supposed to bring the new Avengers together. In fact, one report stated that this is where we'll start to see the new Avengers team. And from what we heard at first, it made sense, since Captain America was going to go up against Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who is going to be the president of the United States in the movie. It would make sense that he would need other Avengers, especially since they're going to discover that he is Red Hulk, and that he is kind of creating some other Hulks as well via a new super soldier program, or maybe an old one, who knows? He probably hasn't stopped since the Hulk film. So needless to say, if Captain America, Sam Wilson's Captain America, was going up against Red Hulk plus a few other, and I use air quotes here, Hulks, he would probably need some help. So it made sense that some other characters who were going to be a part of the new Avengers team would be in this film. But according to a recent report today, that has changed. An account on Twitter stated this: rumor report, with reshoots going on, it's rumored these heroes will show up in Captain America Brave New World. She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi. Now, with the exception of Moon Knight, these are pretty much the characters that we know are going to be a part of the new Avengers team. Moon Knight is still one of those up-in-the-air characters right now, whether or not he's going to get a second season and when exactly he's going to show up again in the MCU. We know he will, but is it going to be in the new Avengers movie, aka Avengers 5, or is it going to be in Avengers Secret Wars? Or maybe even a Midnight Suns movie if they decide to do that before Secret Wars. So we knew most of these characters were going to be in the new Avengers, but according to Daniel Richman, who replied, they're not in it and won't be in it. So based off of that, it does seem like the script really has changed for Captain America Brave New World, which I think is a good thing. From what we've heard about this movie, it didn't exactly go too well in the beginning. They started filming, kind of looked at what they had and decided, hey, we're gonna basically redo everything. Maybe not 100% everything, but a good majority of the film. From what we heard before, the final scene was going to be Red Hulk versus Sam Wilson's Captain America. And apparently they looked at that and they decided that it wasn't that good. Now, I'm sure the final scene will still be Red Hulk versus Captain America. However, it's probably going to be a completely different scene. And this is good news. I've talked about this a few times on the channel. The fact that they are willing to delay and postpone projects to get them right, to make them better, is a good thing. It does sound like Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, and Disney's Bob Iger are really trying to make sure that they don't release anything new that isn't really good quality. Now, these changes might also come from changes made to Avengers 5. And quite honestly, some other films as well that we might not know are going through some changes. It does sound like Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are kind of going through all the projects that they have right now and are determining whether or not to keep them, not keep them, reshoot, start over completely, basically analyzing everything they have coming out, making sure it's up to quality. But since everything happened with Jonathan Majors and they are recasting Jonathan Majors, but seemingly want to keep Kang on the sideline for the moment so everything kind of dies down, there are definitely some major changes coming to Avengers 5. Before, it was reported that there were going to be several films that really brought all the new Avengers into the spotlight, and then they would all come together officially in the new Avengers film. But now it sounds like the coming together, the Avengers assembling part of the new Avengers team is going to happen in the movie. Because right now, as it stands, there aren't many places that Captain Marvel, Shang Chi, Ant-Man and the Wasp, there are not many places that they could really show up together. They're not going to show up in Agatha Coven of Chaos or Ironheart or Daredevil Born Again or Blade or in the Thunderbolts. They're just not going to show up as a team, as a unit in these films. So it makes sense that they would all assemble in the actual Avengers movie. Whereas before we heard that they were going to start to assemble in Captain America 4, in World War Hulk or whatever the Hulk solo movie is going to be, and in Spider-Man 4, where right now Ant-Man and Daredevil are rumored to make an appearance. All of these plans could have changed because of Captain America 4 changing. And of course, the new Avengers film changing as well due to the outcome of the Jonathan Majors trial. But thankfully, there is a project that is seemingly disconnected from everything. X-Men 97, which it should be. The only thing it's really connected to is the old X-Men animated series. And so far, insiders have stated that they've heard nothing but good things from their sources about this show. And according to the very reliable insider account Cryptic HD Quality, a trailer for X-Men 97 is prepared, which of course means we should be getting it soon. Probably not before the Deadpool 3 trailer, but maybe at the same time, meaning maybe the Super Bowl. Now, I'm gonna say probably not. They're probably gonna want to keep the focus on Deadpool, but it is a possibility. If not, I'm sure it's going to come soon after. Because in this report from Cryptic HD Quality, they state, a release date is currently unknown to me. I also received word that the series may drop on the 20th of March. So a possible release date there. If it is indeed coming in March, we should be receiving the trailer very soon, possibly next week even, because March 20th is a little over a month away. It's a month and 15 days away, which means we should have already had the trailer for it, at least a teaser, but we haven't yet. So if this release date is indeed when they are releasing it, expect a trailer for X-Men 97 extremely soon, probably right after Deadpool. And also with this news means that CinemaCon 2024 this year, which we've heard Disney is going to attend in Marvel Studios as well, CinemaCon comes out in April of this year. So if X-Men 97 comes out before CinemaCon, that means a slot is open for Marvel Studios to show us something new for another project. We were speculating that at CinemaCon, Marvel would show us another trailer for Deadpool and then whatever else is up and coming, X-Men 97 being the next one. But if it releases before, that means we are most likely probably going to receive the official trailer for Agatha Coven of Chaos if it hasn't released yet by CinemaCon, or a clip from Agatha Coven of Chaos or Darkhold Diaries as they're calling it now. So really, a lot of big things are coming from Marvel Studios within the next few months. It's a really exciting time, especially knowing that Marvel Studios right now really is doing what they can to make sure they release really great, high quality content that the fans are going to love. So let me know what you're most excited about in the comments down below. For me, it's got to be the Deadpool 3 trailer coming hopefully this weekend, fingers crossed, but let me know what your thoughts are right now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the recent MCU news. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.